What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Coastal Countdown Episode 2. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. That is the podcast that we are the Wrestling Junkies podcast, bringing to you the preeminent pre-show for all things Coastal Empire Wrestling down in Savannah, Georgia. Choops, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. I'm going to be even better when we don't have to talk about that guy that I don't want to talk about.
I know. I mean, he's gotten under my skin a little bit too, but you know what? We're going to take the high road this time. There's a great show coming up this weekend, Legends of Lowcountry, 7 incredible matches on the Coastal Empire Wrestling roster here at the VFW Hall in Savannah, Georgia. Make sure that you get your tickets. They are still available now. Again, 7 incredible matches. We're coming off of an incredible fire hazard show where a lot went down that set up a number of the matches that we're going to be seeing here this weekend. Before we get into our match predictions, make sure you are following the Wrestling Junkies podcast at Junkies Pod on X, at Wrestling Junkies Pod on Instagram. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, not only for our show, but all things Coastal Empire Wrestling, Coastal Countdown, the official pre-show, as well as after the Empire, the official post-show. Again, Choops, 7 incredible matches here. Without further ado, you just want to dive right on in?
I think I'm ready to dive in. I know you have some fantastic graphics that we have worked on, that you have worked on. I haven't worked on anything, but that you have worked on that look fantastic. So let's get it going, man.
Sounds great. We're going to start with a little bit of tag team action here. Bad Magic versus The Route here. Again, you know, we've seen the Tag Team Turmoil Championships be hot commodities in CEW over the last few months. Everybody from Simon Sermon and Chip Schuyler to our friends Exotic Youth have been in contention. We have seen probable cause with the tag team titles as well. My feeling is that whoever wins this match is probably going to find themselves in contention for those titles at some point in the very near future. What say you?
Hey, you know what the theme of this match is?
What's that?
Step up. I think the winner of this match, yes, will firmly place their mark in the tag team division. But hey, you got to win the match. You got to step up. Bad Magic, The Route. It's time to show up. I like you said, there's been a lot of teams kind of around these tag champions now. Get in that discussion, like. Get a big win here. You're on the card. You're on a big time card now. Get the win and throw your hat into the ring. I mean, that's. I think it's just as simple as that. Like the winner of this match, we talked about it last show, is the momentum, right? Get some momentum. We're going to see some continued momentum from the last show peek its head into this show. Start now. Let's go.
Yeah, and you know, even on our podcast when we talk about WWE and the condensed cards that they've been putting on, you know, certainly since the Triple H era has started, as far as, you know, 5 or 6 matches, we've got 7 matches here, so you know we're quite in that sweet spot where every spot on the card matters, and every chance you do get a chance to be on a CEW card, all of that momentum, you know, you have to keep that going, especially if you were not on the last show and you're finding yourself on it this time. It's you really got to make yourself stand out here. At, you know, just first glance here, what are you thinking? Who walks away with the win here?
You know, just because you know I like the cut of their jib, and hey, that's a dad thing to say, but I'm gonna say it. Let's go Bad Magic.
What is the cut of their jib?
Never heard that?
I've never heard that.
Google it.
Why do I need to Google it if you're right here? You're
because I don't know what it means either. It's just a dad thing. Nobody knows what it means.
Yes. Say my dad doesn't say that.
Well, sorry. I don't know. What do you want me to do?
We're getting off the beaten path here. I think that I'm going to go The Route. Not even really
you missed such a good opportunity. We're getting off the beaten path. You could have gotten us back on route.
That is really good. Hey.
Dad jokes are flowing tonight, folks. Get ready.
We've had quite one of those. I mean, this is the second show that we've done together today, and we've had a lot of the dad joke action going on here. But kudos to you for that. Again, this is you know, when we look at, you know, indie shows and the events that we've certainly gone to together, you know, we love a good tag team match, a good ladder match, a good scramble. Those are kind of our 3 favorite ways to kick off a card here. This is one I'm hoping that starts the show here. These guys this is a very, very simpatico clash of styles that we've got here. We're going to get some high flying. We're going to get some technicality. We're going to get some striking. It kind of touches all of those senses, as far as what you look for in an opening match at a show, and this will be no different here. So yeah, I'm gonna go the route.
Okay, hey, can't say I disagree.
I like
but
it.
I did.
Next up, what's that? I'm sorry, buddy.
I can't say I disagree, but I did disagree with you. So
No, it's okay. It's okay. Next up, we've got Nikki 8 taking on Dylan Lucinda. Nikki, I'm very, very excited to see at CEW because I first became familiar with him a few months ago watching a Nightmare Factory showcase. Shout outs to them for giving that platform to their students to start working that, quote unquote, TV style wrestling. Even, it's being streamed on YouTube, but it's still getting them familiar with that setup as far as shows that are taped and streamed to our audiences. Nikki H just got a super fun loving personality. He's a throwback to the 80s glam bands. Shout out Guns N' Roses, Poison. You can probably name so many more than I can right now, but yeah, I mean, that's okay. Different worlds.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, not super familiar with either of these two, but I'm excited to see what they bring to the table. It's again, like you said, kind of smaller cards. You get a chance to be on this, make an impact, and I'm excited to see these two go at it because I don't know what to expect. So anybody walking in that building, let's go. Let's momentum, make them bring you back.
It is the name of the game, and I mean, look at Fire Hazard from last month. There were a couple of debuts there, and we're going to talk Young Mighty Joe here in a couple of minutes. Here, one of our next matches. He made his debut there. Icon Lee made his debut last time. CT Keys made his debut last month at Coastal and won the World Championship. So, again, these debuts they do mean something around here, and if you can, again, that momentum, especially when we're looking at the Coastal Chaos Championship picture and everybody that wants to get their hands on that title, and we're gonna have to talk about them eventually. But until then, this is the match that can help Nikki and Dylan certainly make a name for themselves at Coastal Empire Wrestling, and hopefully move up that line closer to the Coastal Chaos Championship.
Yep.
So who's your pick?
I'll go Nikki 8, just because of the Nightmare Factory background, like you said, but could go either way.
Yeah, I too am going to go Nikki 8. Just it's a fun. He just creates a fun atmosphere every time that he is on your television screen. So yeah, I see that party continuing to roll this Saturday night as well. Now, the majority of the rest of the matches on this card we have seen built as a result of the aftermath of last month at Fire Hazard. We got to talk first and foremost about the Tag Team Turmoil Championships. Our friends Exotic Youth, Zach Mosley, Cornelius Pepperbottom, challenge for
one of your friends. Come on the show, Pepperbottom.
Our friends, come on, let's not be petty.
Our friends,
let's not be petty.
Two out of the three are our friends. One is an acquaintance. Come on the show, Pepperbottom. That's all I'm saying.
Mosley and Peps challenged Probable Cause for the Tag Team Turmoil Championships last month, won the titles, and then Simon Sermon, Chip Schuyler, we thought that they were still on their mission trip. And all of a sudden they're back and have said, hey, we're going to start a Tag Team Turmoil Championship match right now. No disqualification, and certainly use that to their advantage. Simon Sermon and Chip Schuyler walking out with the Tag Team Turmoil Championships. We've got a pair of matches here between the former Tag Team Champions and the current Tag Team Champions. Zach Mosley taking on Simon Sermon. This one, Mosley's pissed off, man. I've been talking to him a little bit since that show last month, and he's livid. I mean, I can't say that I blame him. You win the Tag Team Championships, you find yourself being put into another match by the owners of CEW that didn't even know they're going to be in the building, and here you are, and you get shafted out of your titles. Complete bullshit.
I am going to try to keep it as professional as I can, but I don't think I can with this match. I'm going to be honest. I don't. Zach Mosley, kick his ass. He came on our show. He was very rude. I'm talking about Simon. He's very rude. And we give you a platform to come on our show and promote yourself, and you were disrespectful. So I hope Zach Mosley kicks your ass. Sorry.
Same goes for Pep. I consider him a friend. Podcast Dad calls him an acquaintance. Either way, we are very much Team Pep on this one as well.
Same
Chip
sentiment.
Skyler has a very punchable face. I hope that Pep punches him repeatedly.
Punch him, kick him, pull his hair, stomp his toes. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. The way these two finagled their way to win these tag champions is ridiculous. And the management at Coastal. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Are we lining pockets? Is that what's happening? Like,
it's the name of the game.
You're a lawyer. Like, I think we need an investigation. Like, what's something is unethical and right now that's happening. And the fact that another member of this group gets an automatic rematch for no particular reason is also a little fishy.
Yeah, no, this is certainly I don't know. There's definitely some dissension in the ranks.
Good.
Yeah, no, they deserve it, quite frankly, the way that I see it. But yeah, no, I think we're very much Team Exotic Youth on both of these matches. No love lost between the Wrestling Junkies, Simon Sermon, and Chip Skyler. This next match, this is going to be a really, really fun one. Young Mighty Joe taking on Dax Anthony. So a little bit of backstory here. Young Mighty Joe making his Coastal Empire Wrestling debut last month against Icon Lee. Great match. Young Mighty Joe getting the shock win here. Young Mighty Joe is just out for a fight. Luckily, Dax Anthony loves him a good fight. He was supposed to challenge for the Coastal Chaos Championship last month until don't say it.
Let's focus on this match. Focus on this match. Don't even talk about it. This is going to be another hard hitting match. Young Mighty Joe, you got your hands full. You got a big upset win at the last show. You got your hands full with Dax Anthony. We have personally seen Dax Anthony live a couple times now, and that dude's crazy, and he hits hard. And he's huge. Good luck, Young Mighty Joe. I'm going to pick you with another upset win, but I do not. Just pack your lunch. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, no, I think I got to go Dax Anthony on this one. And that's no disrespect to Young Mighty Joe whatsoever. I thought it was a really, really fun match last month at Fire Hazard. Dax Anthony's going to be pissed off. He was supposed to compete for the Coastal Chaos Championship last month. There's a possibility he could have been the champion going into the show this weekend, and that was taken away from him by Hakeem Young, and now who knows where he is now when it comes to the contendership list for the Coastal Chaos Championship. But he had an opportunity that was ripped away from him through no fault of his own. He's going to be out for blood, and he's going to take it out on Young Mighty Joe. Give me Dax Anthony in this one.
Yep, just pack a lunch, man. Just pack a lunch.
Put your working boots on.
Excuse me.
We have to do it, don't we?
Probably. We are professionals.
Coastal Chaos Championship, Michael Walker, the Flying Fro, taking on the Hakeem Young.
The hell did that happen? I'm not calling him.
You didn't get the memo?
No, I didn't. You're not a champion. I'm not calling you the anything.
Yeah, I know. We're professionals, remember? All right, so let's just get through this Coastal Chaos Championship. We have said that it is one of the most sought after titles in all of independent wrestling right now. Michael Walker, if you have not seen him live, you're missing out, quite frankly. Like it's just unreal. I mean, unmatched athleticism, just a very, very captivating person to watch in the ring.
Great story.
I'm gonna do my best to say one nice thing about Hakeem Young, even though he has been a complete dick to us in the chats on our own show, like all the time. Has some very not so nice things to say about us on social media, but I digress. Bryce Cannon said it last month. He is a young Samoa Joe if he can keep his emotions in check here. Now we have heard the I am destruction, I am devastation, I am chaos. He's gone after Michael Walker. He has gone after Rob Killjoy, even though he should not have won that match last month. But neither here nor there. But here we are. He has gotten exactly what he wants here. the Coastal Chaos Championship match. He's taken every shortcut in the book to get that championship match, even shafting Dax Anthony in the process. So give me Michael Walker, and I sincerely hope Dax Anthony comes and bashes you with a chair the way that you did Rob Killjoy and Michael Walker.
You know this is going to pain me, right?
No. What? You got
Michael Walker. Michael Walker is coming in a bit compromised after the attack. And say what you want about Hakeem Young. Dude's a killer. And I think he's going to smell blood in the water. I think not 100% Michael Walker is going to fall to Hakeem Young. And I think Hakeem Young will win the Coastal Chaos Championship. As much as it pains me to say it, I think Hakeem, however dastardly he has been, has played his cards right. And it's worked. And he's going to win.
I would also like to I'd like to point out at the end of their match last month, Rob Killjoy made it very clear he is not done with Hakeem Young. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if the ugly duckling is lurking in the shadows there somewhere, getting ready to pounce. And I'm certainly hoping that that's what happens here. Quite frankly, Hakeem Young needs his ass kicked. So give me Michael Walker, and here's hoping that Rob Killjoy shows up and avenges the Wrestling Duckies podcast. Quack, quack.
You know that hurt me to say that. Come on.
I know that it did. I know that it did.
I have to be a non-bias. I have to make sure that I win this competition, as I always do.
What competition? We're on the same side here. He's been talking shit about the both of us.
I'm just saying picks. Like I'm very good at picking, and you're not. So,
do you not remember this?
That's fine. That's fine. I'm taking my emotion out of this. I think Hakeem Young's going to win, and I'm sorry.
Well, I am not. I hope Hakeem Young gets his ass kicked. Can we talk about the main event now?
Yes, we can.
This is a rematch for the CEW Heavyweight Championship. CT Keys, the new CEW Heavyweight Champion, taking on Randall Reno III, and I'm sure that Donald Jakes is around somewhere. I'm sure that Chip Schuyler will be around somewhere. I'm sure that Simon Sermon will be around somewhere. But, again, we talked about momentum and the importance of momentum here at Coastal Empire Wrestling. This was CT Keys' CEW debut and wins the World Championship. That's very, very, very tough to do in pro wrestling, and he did it and made it look easy as well. Tell me what your thoughts are going into this main event.
Man, I'd have to rewind. I'd have to rewind a bit. I think someone picked CT Keys to win on our last preview show, and I think that was me. And I'm going to stay with that pick. CT Keys is going to win again because he overcame all the odds last time. He's proven me he can do that again. And I think CT Keys might have some backup this time because now you guys have pissed off the Exotic Youth, and they don't want to see that title go back on Randall Reno III. Nobody wants to see that. So
and here's
give me CT Keys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go CT Keys as well. We've talked about Zach and Peps, likely having some involvement in this match, and certainly we hope that they do to try to keep things even. I'm not sure if you've been seeing on social media, but that Bryce Cannon return is loading. Bryce has been on commentary at every show since his injury, so I would imagine that they need to take these two words to heart: be careful, because if Bryce is cleared and kind of playing that close to the vest, all bets are off. Exotic Youth is going to even the playing field if they're all three collective as a unit, healthy and ready to go, and Bryce is getting damn close to it. So I think that they need to think about kind of what their strategy is going into this match. We've also seen some dissension in this collective between Reverend Jakes, Randall Reno, Simon Sermon, Chip Schuyler. We losing the world title was a major point of contention here. We know that they've got an iron grip on the tag team titles, but they certainly don't have that world title back in their in their collective right now, I just don't see it happening again. I just don't see him winning this match.
I don't think it can happen. And I got 4 words for you. Don't touch the tip.
Heard it here. All in all, 7 incredible matches here. Cannot wait to check these out. Again, if you are in the Savannah, Georgia area, do yourself a favor, get yourself tickets to these shows. $3 wells, cheap drinks, good wrestling. It's an incredible atmosphere. I mean, the crowd last month at Fire Hazard was just
great,
out of this world. They were super excited with the debuts. Again, momentum is the name of the game here, and there were a lot of people going into the show with momentum. Let's hope they can capitalize.
Yep, that was the theme of last show. Sorry, the theme of this show is capitalize on that momentum.
Yeah.
Except for you,
well
Hakeem Young. I hope you don't win. Although I think you're going to win, but I hope you don't.
I hope Rob Killjoy kicks your ass is what I'm thinking. Anyway.
Same.
Yeah. Any final thoughts on Legends of Lowcountry before this weekend?
Go buy a ticket. If you can't buy a ticket, watch it. It's going to be a great show. What else do you need to hear?
Yeah, an incredible roster of talent that they have assembled here at Coastal Empire Wrestling, and you want to stick with them. They're one of the consistent every month shows that you're going to see in independent wrestling right now, and they're delivering just all of the best action now. So do yourselves a favor.
Banger after banger after banger.
Check it out. I mean, that's a ringing endorsement from the podcast ad right there.
I'm never wrong.
That's going to do it for us for episode 2 of Coastal Countdown. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, follow us at Junkies Pod on X for all things Wrestling Junkies Podcast. We are live Monday through Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern live. There are not too many live podcasts going 4 days a week, but we're one of them. So check us out. Show us some support. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you are subscribed to Coastal Empire Wrestling's YouTube channel as well, so you can get Legends of Lowcountry when it drops in a couple of weeks. We will be back with After the Empire, breaking down all of the action here at Legends of Lowcountry. So do us a favor. Stick with us. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining us for the podcast dad of Mr. Cincinnati. We're the Wrestling Junkies Podcast, and you have been watching Coastal Countdown.